Looking back over these past 10 years, I think what I'm most proud of is the relationships that we've built with so many clients, and we were able to deliver successful results for them. That's been a tremendously rewarding aspect of the last 10 years.
When we started the firm, there were a lot of people, both lawyers and non-lawyers, who I think thought we were a little crazy with this new model and this idea.
We were all young lawyers experiencing tremendous success at large hourly defense firms. We wanted more from our practice, and specifically what we wanted to try was a unique business model where we would represent clients on a contingency basis or results fee basis in business disputes. Nobody was doing it. Our interests would be aligned with the client's interests. If we win, we get paid. If we lose, we don't get paid. We got up enough courage to start our practice, and we promoted ourselves as experienced business litigators willing to take on complex business litigation on a contingency basis.
The first day we opened our doors and, of course, didn't know if the phone would ring or not.
There's the 3 attorneys and me, so they're all talking the legal stuff, and I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get all this work done. We're just back in this little hole. There's 3 offices. Norm working on a card table. He'd sit in his chair and have his file out open on top of his lap.
We wanted a firm that was on the cutting edge of technology. So we started with a paperless office. We had the most advanced website.
But we are trying to really change the model of how complex commercial litigation is practiced in this area. The resources we spend, the effort that we put forth is always toward the singular goal of the result.
But what we were able to communicate just through our existing relationships and people that would listen is that it didn't make sense for them to hire firms where the firms would make more money by losing a case slowly than by winning a case quickly. And that to us was our mantra, that we will do better for you and do better for ourselves by obtaining results in the most efficient, best way possible.
My wife actually went on the internet. She was very good at it, and she discovered the firm on the internet. Would you believe it? Or such a beautiful relationship from that one day of picking out a law firm on the internet. After visiting with them in person and dealing with them, you knew, number one, they were very bright. Very bright. You knew they were professionally aggressive. But it's not only attorneys that make that firm go. From the time you walk in to the time you talk to paralegals, you know that you're in a special place.
From the very beginning of the case, working with Stueve Siegel, the fact that they were willing to go at risk with us from a financial standpoint was unique in itself. I never felt like I was dealing with one of the massive law firms where I got lost in the shuffle.
One of the unique aspects about our practice is that we've developed very close relationships with our clients. Everyone is focused on getting a successful result for that client. Our clients feel that, they see that.
My wife and I and the children all got together and started a little company called Overlap. We felt very intimidated when we discovered that some of the nation's largest name firms were using this software wholesale, thousands of copies, without licensing it. How would we ever counter that? What in the world would we do?
When they've approached us and asked us for help, they are typically cases that they have a substantial claim against a large company. They can't afford a good law firm on an hourly basis, and so they're coming to us for help. And frankly, if we don't agree to help them, there really are no other alternatives. These are typically bet the company cases, and so they are relying on us to deliver a result for them.
We were just a mom and pop operation. We were devastated. Just to be real honest with you, we were devastated and we thought there was no recourse whatsoever. Pat Stueve seemed very confident that there was something that we could do about it, that we weren't helpless.
One of the advantages I think we had when we started versus perhaps some other firms that start from scratch is that because we all worked at large firms, we were familiar with large clients. We had worked on cases that spread all over the world. So we were not intimidated by big litigation in big cities against big firm lawyers. We were those big firm lawyers. But now we were able to take that skill set and apply it in a smaller model to entrepreneurial companies that were our clients.
In terms of the legal issues, they were on top of them, all of them. We had some very unique legal issues come up here with respect to international arbitration and treaties and the like, and no question whatsoever that they were able to handle those very effectively. It's pretty apparent that they really have a lot of technology that puts them on an even keel going up against some of the larger companies.
The technology we have in the firm is absolutely state-of-the-art. Some of these cases involve defendants that are the largest companies in the world with virtually unlimited resources, who hire the best lawyers, who themselves have unlimited resources across their 1,000+ member firms. The playing field is leveled to an extraordinary degree when you have great technology, which we do. But none of that would mean anything if we didn't have the people to back it up.
We have a lot of interaction with our clients, a lot of telephone, in person, talking to the people who hire us and who we work for. The client gets all of our attention, not just the attorneys, not just the staff, but everybody's attention.
We spent countless hours going over even the finest details of the case. We did, I believe, over 100 depositions, produced millions of pages of documents, and they kept it fun the whole time. They really did. After the judge ruled in our favor at summary judgment, we were able to successfully settle with all 11 defendants in the case.
We were prepared to go to New York City to appear before an arbitration panel to adjudicate this complex business litigation issue. The issue ultimately was over a contract. We said our franchise agreement said one thing, they, the franchisor, interpreted it another way. All I know is my wife said, you better buy 3 dozen new white shirts, because Pat said this could be a 3-week trial, which I did, and which I returned also because we wound up settling the case before it ever went to arbitration.
People seem to underestimate Midwesterners, particularly Midwestern lawyers. And that's a huge advantage. We go into big cases, big antitrust cases with the largest firms in the country, with those firms thinking that these guys from Kansas City probably can't handle a case this size. And at the end of the case, we've earned their respect, and often more than their respect, a substantial reward for our client.
The partnership with the law firm is essential to today's legal model. The Stueve Siegel firm is willing to put at risk their ability to earn a fee, and I think that when you do that, you get a firm that really is giving its all to get something done.
This was a true David and Goliath story. We had no place to turn. David beat Goliath, but the slingshot was Pat Stueve. He invested a tremendous amount of time, effort, and money. We've recovered financially from this. We've recovered emotionally from this. I think is probably the most important. We've recovered.
We have been blessed with fantastic clients over the last 10 years, and now they are both small and large companies. We have large companies coming to us now. They've heard about the success that we've achieved for our clients.
Looking back over the last 10 years, the reward has been severalfold. The relationships we've established with clients, that we've maintained those. Our clients are our friends, are our colleagues, and they're our biggest advocates. And that's a tremendous reward for any lawyer, and certainly something we've enjoyed.
That's probably what I'm most proud of in the 10 years that I've been here, is to see the firm grow from a great core of people, but to maintain that same commitment and that same culture year after year. Even as we've gotten larger, the commitment to the clients, the commitment to the concept of teamwork has never wavered, has never changed. In fact, has grown stronger.
We have a tremendous collection of very bright lawyers. It is hard for me to believe the quality of the folks that we've been able to attract. And then finally, our staff. We've had staff that have been here since the very beginning. Their loyalty to us has been very humbling to me, and I'm so proud of them.